Well, Recipe Tin Eats founder Nagi Maehashi has posted a passionate plea to social media as the cookbook plagiarism scandal continues to grow.
Yeah, it was a very strong post. Let's get some more. Here's our entertainment editor, Peter Ford. Pete, what has Nagi said?
Well, calm the farm is basically what she's saying. Now, she's not in any way backing away from her claims. In fact, she's adding to them. She's saying the late Bill Granger also had a recipe lifted and put into Brooke Bellamy's book as well. Now, initially she said, I don't want to fight other people's fights, but there are other authors who have also had their work taken from them as well. But now she suddenly is naming Bill Granger as someone whose Portuguese custard tarts was stolen by Brooke as well. So the allegations continue. Of course, when these things start to play out on social media, always it gets ugly, it gets out of control. And so, as I say, whilst she's not backing away, she does want everybody to just cool it a little. This is what she posted up to her social media last night. So it goes on. It's clearly a story that isn't going to be going away in the next couple of days. So, but she's right though. You know, these things shouldn't get out of control. When you start doing death threats over caramel slices, the world's going a bit nuts.
OK, Pete. Moving on, the nominations for the 2025 Tony Awards are out. And Aussie is up for a big award.
She sure is. This is Sarah Snook, and she is nominated in the Tony Awards, which are for the best productions on Broadway, and she's nominated there for Best Actress for The Picture of Dorian Gray. It wasn't unexpected. I mean, after her incredible success in London, of course, the rave reviews when she got to New York, it was almost a given that she would be there. She's got tough competition though, but I would put money on her. It's not just great for Sarah, it's also great for the Sydney Theatre Company and all the people involved in the production. The show itself got 6 nominations, including for director Kip Williams. It's also great for Michael Cassel, who was determined that it was going to get to Broadway. So all round, this is a great day for Australian theatre to see that production and Sarah's performance being so acclaimed in New York.
Hey, Pete, you know, this is the morning show, so we've got to talk about the snubs too.
Yeah, well, of course we do. And I guess that the biggest snub of all was the one for Denzel Washington. Now, he's playing Othello at the moment on stage with Jake Gyllenhaal playing Iago. And it is the most expensive ticket ever in the history of Broadway. People are paying up to $3,000 a seat just to go and see it. And yet he didn't get a nomination, nor did Jake. It just seems, and in fact, the show got no nominations at all. So for whatever reason, the Broadway community aren't liking this at all. Whether it's got to do with the ticket prices, I'm not sure. But somebody who did get a nod, and it's a big star-studded season on Broadway this year, was George Clooney for Good Night and Good Luck. Of course, that was the adaptation of the movie that he wrote and appeared in. And now his arrival on Broadway has been met with a Tony nomination. So that's good for George.
Gee, haven't you got some big choices over there now?
Yeah.
I tell you,
Yeah,
it's
some
great,
good stuff.
isn't it?
Yeah.
You wonder whether the theatre community that doesn't like the Hollywood types descending.
Yeah. But then George gets one with his hair, so you don't know. It's hard to know.
It's a bit like the Beyonce thing, you know, the country music people don't really want to embrace her, and who knows?
And one-headed snakes don't like two-headed snakes.
Yeah, it's true.
David Beckham celebrating a milestone.
Yeah, he is. So over the weekend, it will be his 50th birthday. And so this is a cause for celebration. Victoria is leading the charge. There you go. Look through the years. Oh, he's such a fashion icon. Even the hairstyles through the years have been newsworthy. Their relationship, of course, has always been one we've enjoyed from the day they got married. The purple outfits, which they got back into again last year to celebrate 25 years of marriage. So I have no doubt on Monday we will be talking about the celebrations over the weekend. There was a big party held on Wednesday night, big black tie affair, and I'm sure Victoria's got more planned, including a little bit of dancing together, a bit of islands in the stream, I think. Have a look at this. So a number and the outfits made famous, of course, in the documentary. We think there's the doco there. Gee, that was much talked about. And as I say, I've got no doubt on Monday there will be something new that Victoria will deliver us, which will make us want to talk about the 50th birthday more.
Absolutely. Yeah, can't wait. Sydney was treated to a spectacular opening of Les Mis last night. This was the arena spectacular.
People raving about it last night, of course, coming to Melbourne and going to Brisbane as well. And, you know, it's a big production, right? And it was made even more exciting last night. And this is only happening last night. It's not at every show. What Cameron McIntosh did, he, of course, is the entrepreneur behind it all internationally. He was there last night and introduced past cast members from the Australian productions, which was a really lovely idea. People like Philip Quast and Lara Mulcahy, William Zappa, and, of course, Normie Rowe. Normie Rowe had a very volatile fight back in the day with Cameron McIntosh, so clearly time has healed those wounds, and he was there on stage last night. He was brilliant in that original production. And so here's a little clip when they all got together on stage at the end, and do you hear the people sing? You bet they did. Have a look. So thankfully there is more than one day more left to go with the show, so if you can, try and get to see it in Sydney, Melbourne or Brisbane.
Yeah, it's quite a limited run.
Yeah,
well
very
worth
much.
it, but you've got to get in there quick. Thank you, Pete.
Thank you.